for the top 16. Who doesn't want to be one of the 7 American players? But here we go, going into this match. It will be Gegz versus MrAquary. MrAquary thinking about what variation he wants to go. We know he plays Demolition, but the patch only hit last night, so we don't know for sure how practiced Aquary is with the new version of Demolition. I would love to see it, but he's not really going to mess around. I mean, I do respect the option to go for the drone, the tried and true. I mean, obviously, you know, Gegz, this War God Kotal Khan we have seen numerous times. He normally tends to start with the Summoner Quan Chi and then changes if it doesn't go so well. However, we saw him win sets very dominantly with this Kotal Khan. I don't think Gegz likes the Sonya matchup. The reality is, when Sonya gets in on Quan Chi, it is not fun for him at all.
Do well to desist.
So it makes sense, I think, that he's gone for his other character.
Better than that.
You have chosen death.
But no doubt Aquary has actually picked this variation of Sonya to try and play the lane game and try and play a keep away game. He's going to summon the drone now and literally just play this keep away game against Kotal Khan. And there we go, just tagging him. Here comes the stun shot, obviously, just to cause so many issues, keeping Kotal Khan far away, which is ultimately what you want to do. Oh, and there's the whip dive, kick against the overhead. Oh wow, there's the X-ray immediately! Wow, amazing stuff there from MrAquary. Amazing, just what we were talking about beforehand. It's just the getting the X-ray, knowing it's a parry, and he drops the combo, but if you don't drop it, you get yourself 50% just for a parry. Oh, he tries to go for the armor there, but doesn't quite work out for him. And this is looking tough for Gegz right now. This Special Forces seems to be giving Kotal Khan some serious issues. Well, we know that when MrAquary wants to play a variation that tries to play the lane game, he will pick Special Forces and then use that stun shot to play a keep away game. But Gegz keeping Aquary in the corner right now. Oh, wow, there's a meter gun art kick just to get out of the corner. He's going to be playing this long-range game, no doubt. Oh, and there's the clean jumping from Gegz. There's the convert. How much damage he's going to go for? 1 bar meter burn. And there's the 35%. Not bad for 1 bar. Oh, wake up down 2. We're playing day 1 right now. And this is what won Aquary round 1. It's just this difficult long-range game that Kotal Khan just really struggles with. Yeah, Aquary is going to play this keep away game. Gets a clean down 1, catches the overhead, doesn't get a full combo though, commits into the cartwheel there. Not the cartwheel. Oh, there's the block on the overhead. Oh, and he gets sagged with the dive kick. This will be a full combo. Is Aquary going to keep this going? Hard knockdown. Oh, wow. That delayed wake up into the down 2. I mean, you see a lot of Kotal Khans go for that. I mean, he had no choice. It was either he delays wake up or he doesn't. Aquary just basically committed to the fact that he might not have done it. I mean, something you will notice is Special Forces Sonya does not have access to the military stuff. So without the drone on screen, her damage is quite limited. So you tend to see MrAquary going for the hard knockdown setups to really just get the hard knockdown so you can get a drone on screen safely and then you can start your serious aggression. Unfortunately, it drops the air to air. I mean, the instant jump in 1 to anti-air Kotal Khan there did actually work, but he didn't get the combo off it. That's some nice plus frames on that. Oh, nice! Oh, there's a combo breaker! The free throw break. There's the down 2. Really good whip punish from MrAquary. Oh, once again, scouts the overhead sword. I mean, you know, you may not be getting too many punishes, but he's still costing Gegz bar, and that's the important thing. Because Gegz now doesn't have a breaker, but he does manage to get the unblockable. And then very unfortunately, I mean, that's the thing about the Special Forces drone. The very second that button is pressed to trigger the very second that button is pressed to trigger the stun shot, you can't really do anything. You have to just respect the fact that it's coming. Because the second you press that button, that stun shot's on the way. And if you do a grab or a combo or anything, the tracking on it is so strong. It's going to break whatever you've done. It's really, like, you have to make sure that you're being really aggressive to Special Forces Sonya. Because if there's no drone, like I said before, like, her offensive options are limited down and her defensive options as well. Obviously, you know, she's got the meter burn for the armor. However, you know, she doesn't have just that free combo break potential that the electric shot gives her, which is one of the reasons you go for it. But it does look like Gegz has actually changed to Summoner Quan Chi. An interesting choice. I mean, you can play a keep away game against Demolition. Not Demolition, sorry, the Special Forces drone variation. But it's still a matter of the second Aquary gets in, it's going to be tricky for Gegz to do anything off the ground. Because that really seems to be the bane of Quan Chi. A very, very powerful character, but the second you knock that guy on the floor, he's in big trouble, especially against a rushdown character like Sonya Blade. But we know that Aquary knows that too. And he isn't afraid to go in. But going into this next match, we are going to be good to go. This first hit will be very important, but Gegz getting that first hit. Oh, ever so slightly whiffs on that dive kick. Gets the back 3-2-4 though. And there's the whiff dive kick just to get over the projectile. Oh, and he gets a nice chase down on the backdash, but doesn't commit early enough to get the full combo. Oh wow, Gegz goes to the back 3, doesn't quite get it. And there's the jump in, and once again, the electric shot just to shut down that. And that's that instant jump 1 that we see Aquary go to so often as an anti-air. Oh, we have an unfortunate pause at the moment. And that will be the, oh wow, there's the environment interaction. I mean, again, you know, unfortunate pause. Looks like the game is going away again. Oh, that's to be a full whiff punish. Gegz ever so slightly getting away with that jump in there. Or that jump away more like. But doesn't commit to the full combo, but Gegz just all over. MrAquary all over Gegz right now. Well, Gegz just showcasing some serious defensive nerves right now. But he managed to get the meter burn rune, and there's the break. That would have been round for sure. Good break for MrAquary, and there's the whiff! Not quite. That was quite risky there, Gegz going for that head stomp. I mean, that's fully unsafe, and the hitbox on it isn't that great. Oh, but he's going to get the air to it anyway. That's what I like to call throwing the kitchen sink at them. I mean, it's quite often that you'll often see, oh, he actually combos that. It doesn't delay it long enough. Gets the combo, and then the trance does drop. So MrAquary is let out of the blender, dashing the down 2. Good prediction on the jump. And now Gegz really going to have to just take that stun, but he does get the back 3 too. Pretty good whiff punishing the down 2. Good stuff from Gegz right now. What's this going to be? Is he going to delay it enough this time? And there's that reset. I mean, this is the staple of Summoner, really. Just landing that hit and then getting the Vortex on the go. I have no doubt that if MrAquary loses this game, he's going to change to cover ops. Because the thing is, Gegz, when he gets in, MrAquary actually seems to always have the upper hand. Gegz seems to sort of not really... I want to say he hasn't got much of a defense because that's just Quan Chi. And that's a clean game 2 to Gegz, just like that. I mean, cover ops, having the military stance does open up a lot of problems for Quan Chi. So I guess we'll have to see if MrAquary makes that adjustment. Gegz clearly, you know, made a good choice in this character change to summon Quan. Well, we know that MrAquary isn't afraid to change variation. He doesn't change character, he changes variation all the time. That's the benefit, that is the strength you have when you make yourself, even if you're a character specialist and you play, you know, the same character exclusively, you now have the option to play multiple variations to cover your potential bad match. I've said this time and time again. Because it's apparent, we see it week after week. I've said it time and time again, this is what I love about Mortal Kombat X and the variation system, how, you know, MrAquary is a character specialist. If he loses that matchup and goes, okay, well, normally in a situation where I would potentially change character in this matchup, I can simply change variation, have the same kind of general tool set, but just have a new set of tools that will help me against this character. So if you like a character and you like being a specialist, you know, you still get more rewards for being a specialist in Mortal Kombat X, because you can just, you know, change your tool set rather than changing a character. And no doubt, I think MrAquary would have swapped to cover ops, I think. And this is textbook what we're about to see, I have no doubt. Absolutely, he's changed to cover ops, and we are good to go for game number 3. Oh, Gegz getting a nice read there. MrAquary instantly pressing a button. If you do a neutral jump immediately at the start, you get that read, and he combos it once again. But he does get the air to air with the back 2 trance. Here comes Gegz, summon a Vortex. And he combos it once again. It combos. Gegz does not delay it enough. Let's get the full combo instead. Oh, wow, crouching poke. Oh, and he gets the back 3-2. Meter burn rune just to make it safe, just in case he blocked it. Blanche advantage. Oh, just quick get the whip punish with the dive kick. Oh, wow, risky stuff from Gegz, but MrAquary with a full capitalizing. Oh, drops the combo, but manages to run him into the corner anyway. I'm not sure if that meter burn trance was a mistake. Whether it was a input error. I mean, I don't know why Quan Chi would go regardless, MrAquary is taking full advantage of it, and he's managed to get Gegz cornered into these 50-50s. Oh, this is exactly why MrAquary has gone for cover ops, is to get that rush down. Ops not to break. Gegz realizes that it's hard to make a comeback when you're in that sort of blender. Just keep the bars and use it to kill him in the next round. This neutral jump punch. Nice patience there, but he does get the jump in. Gegz does not actually run, he gets the dash, he does not convert. But speaking of conversions, we'll get the jump on there, and here comes the summon of Vortex. Gets the low, 50-50, no convert from Gegz! There's the low back, and into double low. Meter burn rune to make it safe, and there's the overhead, but no convert again. Gegz opts to save the meter. Oh, and he lets MrAquary out the corner, this could be big. Big jump in as well, full jump in combo into knockdown. No wake up game for Quan Chi. MrAquary tags him with the low, gets the combo again. This will reset the situation, hard knockdown once again. What's the mix up? Oh, wake up, neutral jump punch against Sonya with no fear on Gegz. The hard reads of this man. There's the hard knockdown once again, 30% damage. And no doubt, yeah, Gegz is going to play that keep away game. I mean, generally that's one of the things that a summoner can do. It's not necessarily the Vortex against Sonya that you want to implement, it's the keep away that the back lets you have. So Gegz really just trying to put up this wall of neutral jump punch just to stop MrAquary from getting those jump ins. But you can actually punish that neutral jump punch. If you space it out correctly, you can punish him on landing, especially if he does it at that height. But MrAquary not really going for that option at the moment. He's getting zoned out. He's using a lot of this bar on this keep away, but it's working out for him so far. No, there's the punish on the string. Back 3-2-4 is fully punishable. I think Gegz a good corner reversal as well. Generally, Gegz, I think, wants to save the bar. Oh, but speaking of saving the bar, he's going to have to break, but he can't because he has no stamina. There's the hard knockdown. What's the setup going to be? Oh, straight raw 50-50. Gegz breaking. Obviously did not take the damage, but oh, MrAquary getting the full jump in. Here comes the full combo. This combo won't kill, but the next setup potentially will. Is Gegz going to go for neutral jump punch again? Ops not to, blocks it, and he gets past the back 3. MrAquary caught pressing buttons after that low, and there's the full combo. This could be big for Gegz. Oh, good block on that from MrAquary! Oh, Aquary with the blocks, though. And the fatality to say, no, you know, you're going to try and 50-50 me, but I'm going to do it to you instead. Your bald head is now mine. To be fair, actually, you wouldn't be able to tell that he's bald if all of his skin's been blown off. I mean, he could have had any amount of hair. When the Predator comes out, I want to see her do that to the Predator, because that's going to be like delicious irony. It will. I mean, it's not quite a skull. It's a fleshy head, but it's almost as good. But here was the sequence here. Aquary just hopped in. That jump in was the changer. I mean, it's risky going for a meter burn rune there, but I mean, you know, Gegz just must have been confident that Aquary was going to stay on the ground. Get to punish that. I'm not sure if that was punishable, but he at least caught him there. And this setup here, this was the block that won. Low overhead, amazing down one. You could tell Gegz was not ready for it to actually be blocked. You know, because quite often that mix-up works so often. You've almost got it in your head that he's going to get hit by it, because everyone gets hit by it. Makes the change back to War God Kotal Khan. I guess he realizes that Special Forces is no longer what Aquary can play. I was just about to say, I mean, like, you know, he's not playing the variation that Kotal struggled with, so he must have just thought, okay, well, I don't want to deal with the rushdown of Sonya Blade and cover ops, so now I'm going to change back to War God Kotal Khan when he hasn't got the full screen options. But the issue Gegz might have now is MrAquary is up 2-1. If Gegz wins this game, Aquary has complete free reign to go back to Special Forces. Oh, but Aquary commits to the entire string, and Gegz... Oh, we apologise for that, ladies and gentlemen. My poor head. Yeah, that was unexpected. There we go, shock into the game. Oh, and there's the overhead. Punish the wake up down too. Oh, Gegz whiffs it. Oh, and he tags in with the overhead though. Oh, it's too far away. The cartwheel does not quite get the follow-up. There's the corner carry into the 50-50. Gegz caught not blocking once again. That's just, it's so difficult when you're on the receiving end of Sonya Blade cover ops. Oh, doesn't block the low. Aquary doesn't get the follow-up, but does bait the wake-up attack. Oh, so it doesn't actually quite get the punish. I think Gegz tried to backdash there. Chases down the backdash. MrAquary sitting at full X-ray right now. This could be... I highly doubt he's going to save the breaker. It would be unwise, I think, to use an X-ray when he's got that little health left. Oh, cancels it. Smart stuff from Gegz. Oh, but he does drop the follow-up. Oh, Aquary gets the full jump in. That is a heartbreak. Yeah, exactly. Heartbreaker. Match point, MrAquary right now. Oh, that's so unfortunate that Gegz dropped that. Interesting, we saw MrAquary, he had an X-ray and chose to break instead of saving it. This is a different MrAquary we're seeing today. Well, I don't know why he would have X-rayed when Gegz is so nearly dead. I mean, it would have been a horrendous waste of meter if he got it. See how MrAquary's going for the whiff punish from the strings, not quite getting it. And there's that, that -10 forward two, but Gegz caught down running after it. Clean round from Gegz right now. Everything is hitting. Dive kicks the sword. I mean, Gegz just trying to, he's trying to actually space out Sonya with those limbs. Oh, unfortunate. Very unfortunate. You can tell that wasn't what he tried to go for, but the auto-correcting properties of being so close to Sonya there. MrAquary going to make this really difficult comeback. Oh, doesn't scout the wake-up sword. Gegz manages to take match, but MrAquary is still on match point right now. I forgot that attack had armor, you know. No, Kotal Khan never does that. The overhead goes in for the jump at the very least. Oh, nice delay wake up from Gegz. Tries to whiff punish with the down one, but doesn't quite get it. Oh, Aquary opting to go for a parry there. Oh, caught not fuzzy guarding that string. There's a 4-2 again. No whiff punish from MrAquary. I like the idea that Aquary didn't commit to the full string that time. Oh, gets the low though. 150-50 into another. Here comes the hard knockdown. Is Gegz going to wake up? Oh, delay wake up once again. MrAquary showing some just hard, just raw reads right now with these parries. Well, you can tell that he's predicting that Gegz is going to go for a wake up attack, but instead of opting to block and punish, he's opting to just kind of... Gegz hesitates, goes to the anti-crossover, doesn't quite get it. There's the block in time. Oh, catches it once again. There's the blocks from... Oh, there's the meter burn armor just to get through that. That is one of the things you can do. You can actually armor out of that situation, but the question is Aquary going to go for the... Oh, wow, he jumps into the sword. I was about to say, is Aquary going to go for the X-ray? I almost expected an empty jump into X-ray, but I don't think he was able to do it in time. But the situation Gegz has put himself in, though, even though he manages to take game 4 in this set, Aquary now has free reign to just freely go back to special ops if he wants to. Of course, I mean, you know, special forces even. We know that special. I get that mixed up as well, you know, with Cassie Cage. I know, right? It's a bit of a problem. But we know that the matchup where you play as the drone, Gegz had much more trouble with, and now that Gegz has gone back to Kotal Khan and has won the game, made it 2-2, which is great. But Aquary he's now stuck as Kotal Khan for the set. He's now locked into picking Kotal Khan, so there's always the chance now that Aquary is just going to go back to the drone variation. I mean, this was it. I genuinely thought Aquary was going to empty jump an X-ray, and I actually think he could have empty jump X-rayed that. That would have been pretty swish. I don't know whether her X-ray functions like Johnny Cage's, where it's more proximity, or whether you can't parry projectiles. Aquary has gone back to special forces. He has made the change. I mean, it's a smart call. I mean, he knows that Gegz had real trouble dealing with that drone in the first game, so now he's lost and he's got a game to work with. He can change back and give himself that advantage that he had in game 1. But we're loading into this game now. This will be the final game of this set. Who's going to take it, Gegz or MrAquary? Who knows? Ooh, very good way to start off the week, I feel, when you get a set this close. That it could go either way. MrAquary opts to get for the setup for the drone. There's a combo breaker, but that was not a trade that was in MrAquary's favour at all. He's now just a meter build as well. That's the smart stuff. Just the meter you're guaranteed for blocking all of those shots. And there's again the full screen push. Oh, nice run into armor there just to go through. I mean, I assume he predicted a stun shot rather than environment, but either way, he is going to get that conversion. Catches the low this time. Oh, Aquary Stalk with his back to the corner right now. Oh, MrAquary, of course, uses the X-ray. But does Gegz break? Gegz has a breaker available. What's MrAquary going to do? He's going to go for the unbreakable throw at the end. But if he breaks, he's going to have no meter as Kotal Khan.
He didn't break.
He does opposite. Well, honestly, be fair though, as Kotal Khan with no meter in that situation, how do you make a comeback apart from get a good jump? That's it, you know, that is just the read you take when you're in that situation. It's just, you know, deciding what to do with your meter on the fly. If Gegz wins this round and still has 3 bars of meter, he knows he's got it to work with. But all the meter, Aquary's building in though. Raw neutral jump punch, good read from Gegz, but unfortunately gets the incorrect combo. I think the important thing there wasn't necessarily getting the hit there on Gegz, was just escaping and then being full screen once again. Gegz still trying to jump in with these drone shots, just not really going to work. I mean, he's slowly chipping away Aquary, and he can take this trade, but he opts to go for the thing. He's no doubt and once again doesn't hit confirm. What a weird exchange, and MrAquary gets the wake-up attack again. Oh wow, that was an expensive round for Gegz. A match point to him. That was an expensive round for both players. I mean, both players there spent all their meter on that bar. And there's that shot once again. Aquary just blocking and waits for it to attack. Now this is not a great situation. I mean, Gegz anointing he has to go in, but when he gets a full jump in, this is the jump in that Gegz needs.
Drops the combo.
Not good stuff there from Gegz. Oh, and he gets tagged by the active frames on that jump in one. And there's the meter burn sword. Gegz really making this full set comeback. Not bad stuff at all. Oh, there's the meter burn art kick just to get out of the corner and get that full screen game. And there's the run into meter burn sword once again just to get that damage on the table. But Gegz, no bar, so he cannot do it anymore. And there's the raw dive kick. The problem is, I think Gegz can't really, MrAquary can't take too many more of these trades, but Gegz will almost have one entire bar. Now the bar he spends here could decide the match. Oh, and that's the punish. Oh, no punish on the art kick. Oh, and there's the art kick once again. Oh, this is a tense end of the round, and there's the forward 2, and that's the full convert from Gegz. I think Gegz, right at the very end of that set, just acknowledging that MrAquary is jumping a lot. You know, I mean, that was actually quite risky, because as far as I'm aware, there was always the possibility that MrAquary was going to dive kick, and I do believe that could have potentially chewed up that forward 2.